An educational seminar about Palestine ended in harassment. Find out what the Palestine Support Committee wants UT to do about it.
The Cactus Café hosted a multimedia gallery with pieces you won't see anywhere else in Austin.
Austin City Limits has come to a close. We're talking about all the headliners coming up.
Reporting Texas TV starts now.
Good evening, I'm Grayson Freiling.
And I'm Avery Huff.
An educational seminar hosted by UT's Palestine Support Committee was interrupted last Thursday when 3 men began harassing the group. A video of the incident shows the men trying to enter the meeting space and calling the group terrorists. This altercation comes amidst high tensions and protests in support of both Israelis and Palestinians.
We're not letting you in there.
Why not?
We can't let you in.
Why not?
We're hosting it.
I want to listen. I want to listen how
We can't.
people support terror inside.
In the aftermath of 9/11, we saw similar upticks in violence against Arab communities, Muslims in general, and that's what we're witnessing right now.
C released a statement on Sunday calling for UT to take action and ban the men from campus. The statement also said they will be speaking with legal teams to press charges against the offenders. Hundreds of people filled the streets outside of the state capitol this weekend. Adults and children walked towards the capitol carrying posters, waving flags, and beating drums. Their chants rallied support for Palestine liberation and called for an end to the violence happening in the Middle East. They also called to end U.S. aid to Israel.
Attorneys finalized the jury Monday for a 2020 murder case that sparked police brutality protests. Prosecutors say Austin police officer Christopher Taylor shot and killed Mike Ramos after he attempted to flee from officers. A police investigation determined Ramos was not armed. During a 9-hour decision process, attorneys asked potential jurors if they could remain fair and unbiased.
Because so many people do feel so strongly, there will be some people who want to be on the jury, and they may hide their true feelings because they're maybe partisan in nature, and then you end up maybe with a mistrial down the road.
Also asked jurists about their perspectives and experiences with police. This is the second time the jury selection process has occurred after a mistrial in May. Opening statements will begin this upcoming Monday. UT Housing and Dining hosted a sustainable vendor showcase at the Texas Union patio. Students had free food and drinks while learning about access to healthy food. Edley Termillion reports.
Olivia Ring poured a variety of tea for students to sip. As a first-year student working in housing and dining, she's promoting sustainable brands such as Toludo Tea.
Promoting sustainable brands and consuming sustainable brands is so important, especially going forward. And this tea is in the dining halls on campus. We sell it at UT Farm Stand. So knowing about this tea and kind of engaging with the company I think is really important, especially if you like supporting sustainable companies.
Jessica Drummond, who is the Campus Environmental Center Coordinator at UT, talked about food accessibility on campus.
It can be difficult at times to get access to fresh farm organic food, but luckily UT Austin has really put a lot of effort and time, and students have really put a lot of effort and time in making sure that students are providing that peer-to-peer, as well as the university is providing an outlet for students to find local, fresh, organic food on campus for free.
Case teaches students about healthy habits such as vegan options and gave them different fruits and vegetables to take home with them. Each table gave a description of their company and the benefits in the community.
Todd Avila is the sales manager at Mr. Green. His company bought sweet potatoes, Honeycrisp apples, and orchids.
Greens wants to be part of the community. We want to be part of the University of Texas, of course, and we just want to really participate in all the programs we can to help not only sustainability, which this is about, but also the local programs as well.
In Austin, Edley Tamillion reporting Texas TV.
UT Housing and Dining has more events on sustainability this month and the rest of the fall semester. You can find a link with more information on reportingtexas.com. Austin business are being honored.
This week welcomes some cooler temperatures in Austin. Stay tuned for the weather to find out how long they will stick around.
In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Preservation Austin is hosting Legacy Business Month this October.
It celebrates the long-standing businesses that have contributed to Austin's distinct culture. Ronan Benford is live in the studio to tell us which businesses are being preserved.
13 businesses earned the Legacy designation. They're locally owned and have been open for at least 20 years. Peter Pan Mini Golf has been a popular Austin hangout spot since 1948. The owner credits its popularity through the decades to the course's authenticity.
The people of Austin are really wanting to preserve that specialness of Austin, keep some of those things that have really made Austin, given us our reputation.
Moses Alcala, who's been coming to Peter Pan Mini Golf for 10 years, thinks that some things in Austin should stay the same even as the city grows.
And I understand how Austin's getting real big, but I think some things needs to stay here.
That's why Legacy Business Month honors establishments like Peter Pan and the Green and White Grocery. One owner said recognition like this is what keeps him going.
They tell me never to leave or don't quit doing what you're doing. It's been part of my family's legacy since my grandfather.
While originally a grocery, the store now sells spiritual items such as candles and incense. Caceres says Austin's increased costs have been tough on his business and customers.
I don't have a lot of the same clientele that I used to. Austin's gotten a little bit more expensive city to be in.
Caceres says Legacy Business Month allows those new to Austin to learn about the places that have been here for a while.
It gives a chance for these businesses to get exposure to customers that didn't know they were there.
Both business owners say they've seen an increase in customers since the start of October and hope it continues. Preservation Austin is incentivizing Austinites to visit these businesses by having passports that can be entered to win prizes at the closing ceremonies on October 30th. Passports are available at Book People and Zilker Taproom. For more information on this story, visit reportingtexas.com.
Here on campus, UT is hosting events to honor and preserve Hispanic Heritage Month. Earlier at the Blanton Museum of Art, UT honored different Latino cultures, from dancing to sets by Latino artists and honoring ancient Mayan arts. Later this week, Grammy Award-winning singer Lila Downs will be here to honor Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. The artist will perform Friday at the Bass Concert Hall at 8 p.m.
The Moody College of Communication is bringing Free Speech Week right here on campus. On Tuesday night, the nationally ranked University of Texas debate team showed their skills and took sides on whether or not universities should restrict some First Amendment rights.
We care a lot about advocacy issues and being able to say what we think, and so free speech is important. Ironically, we have been negative in this debate, so we were kind of advocating against full freedom of speech.
The event wrapped up today with a final panel including guests and a reception. In anticipation of Free Speech Week on campus, UT students lined up to hear a GOP presidential candidate. Vivek Ramaswamy spoke at Hogg Auditorium about climate change, mental health, and foreign policy. Putting a special focus on free speech, he opened the floor to students. Some asked his stance on aiding countries at war, specifically the Israel and Gaza conflict. Ramaswamy is ranked 3rd nationally in the primary field as of today, according to 538's polling data.
UT's Creative Arts and Theater Committee hosted an art gallery that celebrates student creativity. Lisa Meyer is live in the studio with us today. Hey, Lisa.
Hi. After speaking with artists, I created a community where art is appreciated. The community of UT's Events and Entertainment Organization put on its second multimedia gallery in the historic Cactus Café. It offers an experience you likely won't see anywhere else in Austin. It opens a space for all majors to freely have their art displayed to an audience with a fun twist of a 20s themed dress code.
Inspiring. I mean, back in San Antonio, I got to work in an art museum and put on other galleries, and so it's so cool that my art is actually is in one of the ones that I get to work at now, so that was just a very cool experience.
The Creative Arts and Entertainment Committee selected 30 pieces for display. They hope to put on the event again in the spring. The event plans to put on a new flyer and QR code if you want to submit your work. For more information on this story, head to reportingtexas.com.
It's time to put your umbrella in your bag. It might be a rainy week ahead. Next, Tanya will fill us in on everything you should know.
A dog fashion show is just one way the Austin Animal Center is celebrating Adoptober. Find out how they are making adoption easy this month.
Every single time.
Oh, we're getting killed.
Yeah, well, Kyle's not here.
How come?
Kicked off the team. Didn't Tim tell you? Kyle and some other kids got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Come on, it's a first offense, right?
That we know of. But why should that matter? He knew not to drink. I've made it clear to Matt that's what we expect from him. What have you said to Tim?
Nothing really. You know, a lot of kids try it at this age, so...
Yeah, well, a lot of kids don't try it too. I'm not saying that Matt's gonna be this perfect kid, but if I don't tell him what we expect and why he shouldn't drink, how's he gonna know?
You think kids that age really listen?
They never admit it, Bill, but they hear more than you think.
Talk. They hear you. For more information about talking with kids about underage drinking, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa, los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
After a rather cool weekend, the sun seems to be making a reappearance.
For sure, but at least it's not scorching hot like in the summer.
Yeah, and I've heard some people are going to start celebrating Halloween early this year, so the sunny days and the cooler nights will be ideal. As for today, it was sunny outside, but still cool enough for you to wear a light sweater or a jacket if you're like me and you get colds easily, but if you're stuck in the summer mood, sunglasses and hats are still allowed. So the sun peaked early this morning with brisk temperatures before warming up in the afternoon. The heat is reaching a high of 87 degrees today, right before dinner time. Winds are a bit mild at 7 miles per hour, so no worries about letting your hair down, though the 26% humidity may be something you want to watch out for. Tomorrow, the high will be 96 with a low of 39. Friday will be on the hotter side this weekend, with temperatures peaking at 96 degrees and lowering back down to 59 degrees in the evening. Saturday, we will see a slight drop in temperatures with a high of 95 degrees before simmering down to 60s at night. Still great weather for whatever costume if you want to get a head start to your spooky celebrations. Sunday will be partly cloudy and a slight chance of rain, but temperatures will remain warm, reaching 87 degrees during the day and a high of 60s at night. Next week is going to start off a little rough, y'all. There's going to be scattered storms throughout the day Monday and Tuesday, so if you're walking around campus, make sure to keep those raincoats and umbrellas with you. So I don't really have any exciting plans for next week yet, but how are y'all feeling about the rain?
You know, I think it actually might be a nice change of pace from the heat.
As long as I pack my umbrella in my bag, I'll be happy.
Texas football may be having one of their best seasons in years, but did their loss against Oklahoma kill the momentum? We'll take a look at their recovery strategy this week.
Up next, we're talking about who brought the high-energy crowds to ACL. Stay tuned.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because I felt like a failure. And then I realized, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Paula Klaus with your sports headlines. We are only a few weeks away from basketball season, and we finally felt some of that excitement on Tuesday. Fresh off of an Elite 8 appearance, the Longhorns are ranked number 18 in the AP preseason poll. We got to see a glimpse of what is to come this season at the men's basketball orange and white scrimmage game on Tuesday night at Gregory Gym. Star sophomore Dylan Mitchell showed out with 10 points and 3 blocks. The orange team came out on top with a score of 34-23. The defending national champion Texas women's volleyball took on the Houston Cougars on Sunday. The number 7 ranked Longhorns defeated number 21 Houston. Junior Madison Skinner had herself a night with 21 kills, 2 aces, and 4 blocks. Texas now has 6 consecutive wins against ranked teams. Coming out of the bye week, football is ready to play with intensity. Similar to what they started the beginning of the season with, Coach Stark is getting back to playing aggressive. The Longhorns are currently 2-1 on the road.
Bye week was one thing. We can't let the bye week kind of trickle into game week. And so it was important for us today to go out and have a good practice with the right mental intensity, the right focus, which I think the guys did, because that's what it's going to take.
Texas and Houston will kick off at 3 p.m. Central Time on Fox this Saturday. The Texas Longhorns are in the midst of their most successful season in over a decade. At 6-1 and firmly in the conference and national championship picture, our Jason Conander is live in the newsroom. It's probably good Texas had that week off after Oklahoma.
Yeah, Paul, you know, after that game against Oklahoma, I spoke to senior linebacker David Benden. He told me, hey, that was a good Oklahoma team that gave us a lot to work with. Well, now Texas has had 2 weeks to use what Oklahoma gave them to work with. Here's what Daily Texan senior writer Evan Veith had to say about the Longhorns' focus.
You're going to see a lot of red zone from Sarkisian in practice. You're going to see a lot of talk about penalties, how to get turnovers, how to alleviate the turnovers on offense. So I think a lot of mistakes, just getting rid of those, and then making sure all the players are focused.
Go, Jason.
Of the 5 remaining games on Texas's schedule, none are against ranked opponents. Texas also currently ranks first in the Big 12 in total defense, but even while they sit outside of the top 25 defenses in the country, still a lot of room for improvement for Steve Sarkisian and defensive coordinator Pete Kwiatkowski's group. Back to you guys in the studio.
So we're favored by 24 on Saturday. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we can bounce back from that loss against OU. I need some touchdowns, and I need a win this week.
Yes, exactly.
For those looking to adopt this month, Austin Animal Center is running a deal. Learn more next.
UT students in Greek life came together Saturday to serve their community. Find out what they accomplished after the break.
You know, I think it starts beeping at you.
Yeah,
Did it beep at you?
like-
Oh, it beeped at you.
Yeah.
Luke! 911, where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God.
Today, we face an unprecedented crisis. Tens of millions of refugees have been forced from their homes. But you can make a difference. Turn disruption and despair to hope and opportunity. Even small amounts make a big difference. Provide shelter, support, or jobs in your community. The more we understand, the greater sense of belonging we create. Act now. Visit supportcrisisrelief.org.
Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now. Wash hands now.
Hand washing is one of the best ways to stay healthy all year long.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Some local furry friends need forever homes.
Melanie Foz joins us in the studio to tell us how a local animal shelter is looking to increase adoptions.
For those looking to bring home a new best friend this fall, Austin Animal Center partnered with Adopt a Pet to waive adoption fees for October to boost adoptions.
Right now we're here with Kylie. I really love Kylie. She's probably one of my favorite dogs. She's a super sweetie. She's probably around 2 to 3 years old right now.
Kylie is just one of the countless dogs looking for her forever home. The Austin Animal Center currently has 339 large dogs, about 30 kennels over its capacity. This means the center has to limit their intake in any new dogs.
It's really been a challenge for the shelter, and not just us, but nationwide, that we're really seeing a challenge with our large dog population.
They say the reason these large dogs are not getting adopted is because of restrictions by apartments. These include weight limits or bans on certain breeds. Sometimes owners are even expected to pay a pet fee along with a monthly pet rent.
To alleviate this burden, the Austin Animal Center and Adopt a Pet are waiving adoption fees for the rest of the month and are providing post-adoption support.
They have a behaviorist come out and talk to the person as they're leaving and offer some, tips and tricks for, integrating the pet into the household.
Volunteers are preparing for the next Adoptoberfest and Adopt the Runway, a fashion show where dogs that are eligible for adoption are dressed up and shown off to potential future owners.
So basically, there are long-stay dogs that all volunteers just take upon themselves to just get them out there so they can get more adopted.
Volunteers say they hope that these initiatives can help every dog find its forever home. Melanie Foss, reporting Texas TV. Austin Animal Center will be hosting its 3rd annual Adoptoberfest this upcoming Saturday from 11 until 2. To learn more about the event, we have a link with the story at reportingtexas.com.
Zilker Park is finally recovering after ACL Fest has come to an end. Both weekends hosted nearly 130 artists. On Friday, headliners such as Kendrick Lamar and the Lumineers carried high-energy crowds. On Saturday, the iconic Alanis Morissette sang her hit song Ironic, and Sunday was closed out by Mumford & Sons.
More than 400 UT Greek Life members spent this past Saturday beautifying some Dove Springs elementary schools. UT's first ever Greek Day of Service brought together sorority and fraternity members to Wyden, Langford, and Rodriguez elementary schools for lawn cleanup and mural painting. Wyden principal Benito Fazbanda expressed his gratitude and said it was a dream come true for the community.
Thanks for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or our newscast, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night.